Hey y'all. So I saw a Reddit post and I see this a lot, but the person in the post was talking about how they have been in cosmetology school for a while and they haven't made any friends. So I'm gonna read the post and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents and my experience on this, and for anybody that is going through or may possibly go through the same situation, what you can do if you end up like this. So it says, "Hi everyone. I'm sorry if this is the wrong place to vent this out, but have any of you gone through this too? I'm 2 months into cosmetology school and I have yet to make any friendships within the class. I haven't been to school since I graduated high school almost 9 years ago, so I decided I'd go in with the open and fresh mind and be kind and friendly to everyone, completely opposite of who I am. Most of the girls are 18 and 22, while I'm 27, and there's two other women in their 50s, but they get along well with everyone. I'm not one to start a conversation, and I'm very introverted, but I love doing hair, and I was hoping meeting new people would help get me out of my shell. I know being a cosmetologist includes being talkative and open, but being in a room where it seems no one wants to speak to you is upsetting. I've tried to speak with the other girls, but they only ever seem to give me one-worded answers before turning away from me. Even the girls that speak to everyone don't speak to me. I also go around complimenting everyone to let them know I'm open to conversation, but it never leads anywhere. I'm not sure if it's my resting bitch face that's the problem, or my name is weird and people can't pronounce it. Seeing the girls work on each other while I just have my mannequin makes me upset, and I try to tell myself to go in and focus on my work, but I can only say it to myself so much. I did have one friend in the class, but everyone pulled her away to do her hair or speak with her. When we need to partner up, she's already taken, and I'm left as the person with no partner. I've been trying to pull away from her because it'll hurt less that I'm the last option. I feel I was only her friend because she had none at first. She's also quiet, but that didn't seem to stop anyone from being friendly with her. I tell my friends and family how much I love it and it's going good, but I'm hurting with how alone I am. I get so upset sometimes that I just want to drop the class, but I can't because this is what I really want to do. So I'm going to give my 2 cents and then I'm going to read the comments because the comments were very helpful. So I went to two cosmetology schools. Okay. I went to Maranello and I went to Santa Monica College. Maranello was the one where it. Okay, so when I went to Maranello, I did not go to the Maranello in my city. I'm from Inglewood. I didn't go to the Maranello in Inglewood where all the black girls were. I went to Maranello in Ontario because I was living in Fontana at the time. And it was maybe about, I want to say, maybe about four black girls in the class and maybe five. And then there were, it was a lot of Hispanic girls and a couple of white girls here and there. I did not have the best experience with the black girls. And 10 years later, I can tell you why now. So let me start by saying that my sister that does my nails, Shay, well, I did my own now because we did a one-on-one, but I did these. But my sister that normally does my nails, me and Shay met at Maranello. And it's so funny because her experience was the same. I'm the black girl that gets excited when there's other black girls in the room. And I obviously get disappointed when they be looking at me like, girl, whatever. When I walked into cosmetology school, I can tell you exactly what I wore that day. I wore some black jeans. I wore some Timberland boots. I had on a black hoodie. My hair was actually just like this. And I did a full face of makeup because I was excited to be at cosmetology school. And it's so funny because I love that we have, like, most of the time we wear all black because we'll find other ways to be creative, whether it's our nails, our hair, our makeup, whatever, our jewelry, whatever. And I think that I remember, like, everybody got up and we had to explain what we were doing in the program, what our goals were when we graduated. And I explained that I was already doing hair. I just wanted to be legal. I just wanted to get the paper, right? And I think that rubbed some of them the wrong way. Like, I've learned, because I've gone to school in the hood and I've gone to school in the suburbs, I understand both demographics of people. And there's this thing where a lot of the time when you go to school in the suburbs or you work in the suburbs, people want to be like the token black girl, as if like you could be the only successful black girl in the room at the time. And I just think it's weird. And I feel like that's what was going on there. So my sister is, I think Shay's like 6 years younger than me. But Me and her instantly clicked like this, like from the first day. We were cool on the first day. And I am an introvert, but once I'm comfortable, I do make it a point to be more outgoing, because I know for a fact that I could be as happy as a clam and I look stoic like this in the face. So I'm the same way. I want to make people around me feel comfortable and let them know that like I'm willing to talk to you. Hey girl, how you doing? All of that, right? And we're going to be in school for at least the next 9 months together. So why would I not speak to you, right? So I feel like for myself, a lot of, because I come from a family of hairstylists. I come from, growing up in and out the shops and stuff like that. I feel like there was a lot that I had already picked up, but I didn't come into school being a know-it-all or acting like I knew everything. I was very much a sponge, but I tend to be one of those people that things tend to come easy to me. And so I think a lot of the issue that was happening with some of the girls was they would be teaching things and it was something that I already knew, or it would come easy to me and they would feel a way about it instead of just asking me for help, because I didn't mind helping. It was definitely the same thing. Like the only other black girl I had to bounce ideas off of was my sister. I'll never forget, we got to the point in finger waves, and all y'all know, like, thank God finger waves are not on state board anymore. Like, but yeah. So we got to the point of doing finger waves, and baby, finger waves was finna take me out. I was so damn frustrated. And it was one of the Mexican girls in the class that was like, girl, let me show you how I do it. And she showed me on the mannequin, and baby, I ate them up, and I was like, oh my God, that was so much easier. I don't know her situation, so I can't speak on hers, but I know for me, it's always been that situation where like the Hispanic girls be so quick to like help me and befriend me, and we cool, right? Same thing when we would be on the floor and we'd be doing hair, like my hair was always done because I did my hair, but when you would have to like work on a mannequin, you could either work on a mannequin or work on like your classmate. And one of my classmates had never had like a real, like, I call it a black girl flat iron, right? Like, because you don't really silk press their hair, but we had to wash them, blow them out, and flat iron them. And she was like, this is the best flat iron I've ever had. Like, my hair has never been this sleek and silky and blah, blah, blah. I want to say that it could possibly just be that either you're putting off an energy that you don't realize you're putting off. Like, people can tell when you're trying too hard, and that also rubs people the wrong way. I am the person that if I'm in a room and there's someone that no one's talking to, I try to include that person. But not everybody's like that. I don't think that the age difference is a thing, or is the problem, because, okay, you're 27. She said they're like 18 and 22. Most of the time we will like assume like the big sister role. I don't think it's that. You may be like, some people are so socially awkward, unfortunately, that they don't necessarily know how to read the room, or they don't know how they make the people around them feel per se. And this is I mean no harm. I like, if anybody sees this and this is you, I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings, because believe me, I've been the socially awkward one in the group too. So I'm speaking from experience. A lot of the time when you're trying too hard, it comes off as fake, and it makes people wonder what your motive is. I can also understand that it definitely has to be very lonely to feel like I'm not being chosen to do the group activities, or I'm not being chosen to partner up with somebody. I can totally understand. Totally. I feel like what you do in that situation is, if you need a head to practice on that head outside of school. I know she was saying like, when she speaks to them, they only give her kind of like one-worded answers. We know that women can be very like cliquish, and that may be the situation too. And that's not your problem. At the end of the day, you are there to learn. You are there to get your schooling out of the way so that you can go and be prepared for state board and take your license. I have worked in salons where the only people that talked to me were my clients. And honestly, it bothered me at first. And then when I would listen to the things that they were talking about, I was kind of glad that they weren't talking to me. You also might be that person where you're so to yourself that it makes people feel like, oh, she thinks she's better than us. Because I've gone through that as well, where literally it'd be like, I don't think I'm better than you. I just don't know what to say, so I'm quiet. So that has happened to me as well. She was saying that she goes around complimenting everybody. Some people don't like that. Like I said, it may just come off as being fake or trying too hard, even if that's not your intention. She was saying that she does have the one friend in class, but everyone pulls her away. And now she feels like she's the last option. That is a very valid feeling. I would say to that, however, like we're obviously dealing with a feeling of rejection, and that is a very sucky feeling. But baby, if you can't make friends, just go find some. That's why I like that we have like the cosmetology Reddit and the hairstylist Reddit, because at least you may not have anybody physically there with you, but you have people on the internet that understand. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the comments. So one person said, I just turned 57 and I graduated a month ago, so I definitely understand how you're feeling. The girls I started with only spoke to me if I spoke to them. Even the new girls rarely talked to me. The entire time I was there, I think I had a friendship with 3 people. It was an in-school friendship, never went out of school. Or no, we never went out after school, and I was never invited to be in group pictures that they took unless the instructor wanted me in them. They also never invited me to go out to eat lunch with them either. I'm an introvert too, but I try to be friendly with everyone. I talk to clients more than the girls in class. Many of the clients were older like me. Plus, there was always drama going on. I had a lot of health problems, and I'm disabled, so it took me longer to finish. I had surgery twice too. Sometimes I considered myself lucky because I wasn't involved with the drama, but sometimes it was very lonely. But on the other hand, it lets you get your work done without any problems. Totally agree. Also remember that you're going to deal with this when you get into a salon as well. It doesn't stop just because you're in school. Like, remember that these people are graduating and going into salons as well. So I feel like as long as your clients are comfortable, that's really all that matters. And your clients become friends faster than your fellow hairstylists do anyway. Somebody else said, I definitely get it. I'll be 29 at the end of this month. I'm in week 7, and while, yeah, I'll speak and be friendly with my classmates, I definitely don't have any of them I consider myself to be friends with. It does make me a little sad because I see some of the girls just click automatically and coordinate their outfits and such, and I'm just kind of there. But my bottom line is I'm there for education, and the rest will come with time. My hair bestie might not be in my core class, and I'll meet people on the floor. There you go, right there. Somebody else said, I'm 6 months into cosmetology school and I'm 24. I definitely know the exact feeling. I'm glad to see I'm not alone. Someone else said, I'm 28. I feel that. I definitely don't have any friends in my class. It's so hard, but I keep my head down just to keep to myself. So that's really hard for me. I'm very extroverted, so it makes me sad sometimes, but also the younger ones love drama. Absolutely. And keep in mind that you may also just be in a class of people that are very immature and you can't relate to what they're talking about anyway. Like, I've been in salons where, like I said, I don't want to be a part of the conversation because they're talking about other people. And you're in a salon, so you have no idea who's going to walk in. You have no idea who knows who you're talking about. Like, that's some shit that you just want to steer clear away from. Somebody else said, I'm 24, within 4 years of age of everyone in my class, and I feel this way. Sometimes I think it's because I'm neurodivergent, because I truly cannot understand why people bond so easily. 2 months in, and people are visiting each other's houses, going to concerts together, all the while not one person has asked me to partner with them. I've done other people's hair, I've just not had anybody ask to do mine. I haven't been able to make friends since the pandemic and dropping out of undergrad. It's making me so lonely, and it's my only issue in school right now. I wish it were easier. Hang in there. Remember whatever motivated you to go to school in the first place. I love cutting hair. That's what keeps me happy and motivated. Like I said, you are there to get your education. You're not there to make friends. Just because you guys are all in the same program doesn't mean that you guys all align with each other. It doesn't mean that you guys will all, have the same interests or have the same energies. Sorry, I always think I got like white stuff here. Do I? No, it's the glare from the window. Okay, just making sure. Because I got a thing when people be talking and stuff be in their mouth. Just making sure it's the glare. My bad, y'all. Let's see. Someone else said, I feel this post was literally picked from my mind. I feel a little bit of comfort knowing I'm not alone in this. But it's bittersweet because I do feel bad for us. I'm 24 and a month into cosmetology school doing nails, and the amount of mental breakdowns I've had so far is embarrassing to even say. Poor baby. I also wanted to drop out 3 times so far, but it's getting a bit better. I think I just gave up on trying to make everyone here like me, and if someone wants to step up and take my kindness or be interested enough to spark a friendship, I'm completely open. But I'm tired of trying with people and just feeling like it's not reciprocated, although it might be all in my anxious little head. I'm not really good in groups. I'm the type of person that you really only get to know one-on-one, and it's really frustrating how people who are more quiet aren't included. Everyone says we should put ourselves out there or jump into group conversations, but I think it's a two-way street, and not everyone communicates the same. I'm not entirely sure if I'll make friends during my schooling, but I'm just trying to get myself in school mode and do my best so I can graduate. I just wanted you to know that you're not alone, and if we went to the same school, I'd want to be your friend. That's why I like that there are these platforms, because it lets people know. Let's see. Somebody else said, honestly, I could have written this myself. I'm 26 and I started this week. Thankfully, there are no mean girls in the class, but they all seem to flock together and I just feel awkward. I want hair friends so bad, but I don't know how to make them. I just really want you guys to not focus so bad on the friend thing. Like, seriously, I get it. But let me say, I'm 34. When I go into spaces, whether it's like a class that I'm taking or a training or whatever it is, right? I'm an introvert in real life, so I overthink everything. I ruminate. If I say something weird, I will literally sit there and think on why I said that, whatever. You will get to a point in your life where you just start to remind yourself that people are going to like you for you, and the ones that don't. I get on this platform every day and I speak my mind. And there's some people that agree with me. And then there's some people that all they can tell me is, oh, you talk too much. It's fine. I'm not the person for you. And that's okay. The people that are for you will find you. And like I said, who's to say that you won't get into a great salon with people that love you for who you are? Let's say that you won't get in a salon and you're one of the best that they have there and people resent you for that, because I've gone through that. I've worked in salons where they love me in the beginning, but my work ethic is threatening their work ethic, and now they don't like me anymore. It happens. It happens. You are there to learn. You are there to gain as much as you can gain. And then you go off and you do something else. I think that there's an epidemic on friendships, period. It's not just cosmetology school, right? But I think that people will tell you, like, I'll never forget when I started cosmetology school. When I started at Maranello, actually, I remember my instructor telling me, like, listen, this is going to be the hardest 9 months of your life. There's going to be something that happens. There's going to be a time when you don't have a babysitter. There's going to be all of these things, right, that's going to come up. You're going to be fighting for your life for these 9 months. And that was very true. And then I know some people are going to ask what happened, but I stopped going to Maranello because Maranello closed on us. So literally we went to school one day and then the next day they were like, yeah, don't even bother. Like, the doors are locked. So I guess they were right with everything that's going to happen is going to happen. But I don't resent my school times. I don't. Like, I really just believe that it's definitely one of those things that prepare you for the real world. Like, you are going to get thrown to the wolves, and how you come out of that is going to determine how well you can handle these things. And you don't know what you don't know. I can totally understand being in a room of people and feeling like, damn, nobody messes with me. Nobody fucks with me. Nobody likes me. But baby, that's a them problem. They're missing out on you. I just wouldn't let it bother me so much. And a lot of them are saying, like, like, there's just a lot of drama and a lot of gossip. You don't want to be a part of that anyway, because these people don't know you. You'll look up and you'll be in something that has nothing to do with you. Obviously, I don't know if this person is ever even going to see this video, but if this is you, if you are in a similar situation or you have been, understand that you're not alone. You're not the only person going through this. You will get through it. your salon life will be a lot better, but you will be better equipped to deal with that because of what you're going through now. And find a Facebook group. Find people in your area that are in Cosmo school. Make friends with them. Start networking with people that are already hairstylists so that when you do get ready to graduate, you know some people. Start, talking to people in that right. Focus on your clients because your clients are going to be the reason why you have a business in the first place. And baby, I promise you, they don't care whether you had friends or not in cosmetology school. They're not even going to ask you about it. The most they might ask you is where you went. But unless they know somebody that's trying to go to Cosmo school, they're not going to ask you what your experiences was. They weren't going to ask you if you had any friends, none of that. So I wouldn't think too deep into it. I wouldn't let it bother you too much. And if there's anyone going through this, I wish you nothing but the best. And you always have a friend here. So if you need somebody to chat with about that, I'm always here. But that is all I have for you guys today. I pray that you guys all have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.